Hey guys, what's going on? Second Funk here. I wanted to make a video showcasing some pieces in my collection, specifically some jazz pieces, and on purpose, I'm sticking with a label. Let me turn my autofocus on because I'm gonna need to show you guys close-ups of some labels. Hopefully, my autofocus doesn't get too crazy. Um, and I don't get too much lag. But anyway, I want to show you guys some prestige pieces because it seems like prestige always takes a backseat to Blue Note as far as the price in some instances, as far as just people knowing, um, people just knowing the label. Like there's a lot of amateurs out there. Of course, they snatch up every Blue Note they see, and I've seen this, and they pass up prestiges. I've been places where people are looking at records and look at the record bins before me, and I just can't believe that they're leaving prestige records in. But I've seen the Blue Notes, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously it's just common knowledge. So I want to show off prestige. I want to give prestige its shine because I have probably over 250 pieces on prestige level, and so I'm just going to show you guys a handful of some that I just picked out when I stopped by my house yesterday on my way home. These are mixed in, like I said, these are show-off pieces. Some of them that are valuable, rare, and then some that I just like. Specific ones that I bought because I wanted a song, or I've heard the LP digitally and needed it on wax. Show you guys this real quick. This is my second dog. She doesn't disturb any of my videos like the German Shepherd does. This is Tiffany, aka Town Town. She normally has her hair up in a ponytail. She's about to get a bath. Say hi, Tiffany. Hello. Anyway, guys, let me get to it. Alright, first one of my favorite drummers of all time, Bernard Purdie. This is Bernard Purdie's cover of the Shaft soundtrack, and probably one of the best covers of Shaft that I've ever heard in my life. The drumming on this is just out of this world. I mean, like, you cannot be in just a regular sober state, I believe, to play the drums like he plays on this version of Shaft. So this is one of the LPs that's one of my favorite ones. This is one of my favorite Bernard, and I actually have all of Bernard Purdie's titles on wax. Even the drummer series that's just a reissue of his music. I have it. That's a lie. I don't have the Laha. I don't have that soundtrack. I don't have the reissue or the original, but I would love to have it. It's expensive. I think it's like $600. Another one. I just traded for this recently. This is easy to get, and I suggest that you do get it because this is Hampton House, and this shit is funky. It seemed like, and I will say this about Prestige, it seemed like they were more dedicated at one time on taking all of the artists, all of the jazz artists that were sitting around that were masters of their instruments, and the 70s was approaching, and they were post-bop, and they're like, what the hell do we do now? It seemed like the Prestige label supported them in that transition into funk jazz. There is a monster song on here that I have to recommend. It's called Josie Black. Ooh. Oh. If Josie Black is not on YouTube, I'll upload it. So I'm sitting at the side right now. I'm gonna search for it, and if it's not on there, then keep your eyes peeled for the upload. Goodness by Houston Person. Houston Person is a man that needs no introduction. I've told you guys about him, and through the comments, everybody knows about him. He is the man. He is the man with the master plan. It's Houston Person. Monster sax. Monster. This next LP is considered psych jazz, I guess. I've seen it defined as psych jazz, spiritual jazz, definitely spiritual. This is one of the ones that I actually sought out and bought on eBay because when I heard the song called Why, which is on YouTube, which I'll put the link in the comments so you guys can check it out. Man, this is out there. Kosmos, second level thinking, spiritual music. I mean, look at the picture. Woo! This dude put his foot in this album. Believe me. This right here, and the Y is funky as hell. Singing. There's not much I can say. This album actually puts me in another place when I listen to it, to be honest with you. It definitely, whatever state or whatever I'm focused on, it has me, it just puts me somewhere else. Almost Sun Ra-like. On the track called Black Elephant. Trumpets trumpeting, that's all I got to say. This right here is my very first LP. Now, between my album room and my basement, I say I probably have maybe around 20,000 LPs. And the amazing thing about that is I can remember where every last one of them came from. And I got this out of a thrift store back in '99 called Teen Challenge. I didn't know what it was at the time. I didn't know anything about Prestige Records, but I got it because it had a big, fat, cool-looking black guy with shades on the cover. And I said, and I looked at the song titles, and the song that I hadn't heard yet was called Jungle Strut. And this is what was my first Prestige LP, and this is what got me listening and seeking out funk jazz. Not just straight up funk, but jazz that was funky. Jungle Strut off of this album. This is my first Prestige LP in my collection. And it's clean as a whistle. Clear, well, I guess the saying is clear as a whistle, but this is clean. This is a clean copy. Love this LP. Another one of my favorites, Eastern Sounds. I think I've talked about this one recently. Actually, last week, Fab Bend Funk, I mailed that package all to you, so let me know if you get it, and let me know what you think, because that's on its way to you. But Eastern Sounds is one of my favorite Yusef Lateef LPs. I'm obsessed with this guy because he is so interesting. He tried to just sing like he tried to master every wind instrument he came across. Now these are transitioning into my more valuable Prestige LPs, and these are all originals. There's no reissues. The first one that I was damn lucky to find was the Latin Jazz Quintet. This came out of a private collection. Interesting, a guy who lives in my neighborhood who is a hoarder, and I just so happened to ask him, did he have LPs in his house one day when I saw him out there on his porch making an organized mess out of his trash. And he said, yeah, I have about 20 to 30,000. So of course, you know, I probably thought, alright, it's probably more like 1,500. But he did. He had a whole house full of albums. They were everywhere. It took me about a month to go through everything, just going there after work. And he wasn't cheap. He said that he wanted like $9 to $10 per album. After about the third time of me going there, spending about $200 on albums, you know, he started to come down a little bit. But I got this out of here, and this was, oh my God, clean, 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 clean. This LP is not cheap either. Not cheap, and it's not for sale often. If you find someone dumb enough to be selling this on eBay, definitely snatch it. It's worth the money. I could get into the songs. The songs that I like aren't on YouTube. I'll upload that. My favorite. I almost named a German Shepherd McDuff, but I decided to name him Hammond. Jack McDuff, the Honey Dripper. Again, this is original. This actually is the 203 South Washington Avenue, New Jersey address. Deep Groove. Let's see if I can get the autofocus. It's that one. Clean. Found this in the Goodwill. This is probably one of the first 20 Prestige LPs that I found. Relaxing with the Miles Davis Quintet. I kind of stick the LP back there when I don't want the cover to take too much punishment. This is the 446 West 50th Street, NYC label. And that's the mono groove. That's original. And last one I have to share with you guys is Miles Davis collector's items. Oh, one of my favorite covers of all time. I mean, look at that cover, man. Who came up with that? Call it collector's items. They have antique bottles in the front. Genius. One of my favorite covers. This is the 4486 West 50th Street label. Deep groove as well. And now all every time, you know, now, oh, that's a good shot of the deep groove, you can see. But I have more Miles. And you know, one day when I don't have anything to share, I'll make another Prestige, because I want to give Prestige a shout. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. No. So I'll probably be uploading some Prestige music, some, what did I say, the Hampton House and a Latin Jazz Quintet. I'll upload those if I can't find them, because what I want to do is I want to start putting the links to other people's videos, so you know they could get some views as well, because they took the time to upload it. So I'll start putting those links in my comments instead of having you guys go and seek it on your own. I'll just make it easy for you. You could just click right on it. But that's all I have. I actually made this video yesterday, which was Tuesday, but I decided to make it over again because there were some things that I said that I didn't want to upload, some mistakes that I made or whatever. So that's why you're gonna see the change of the shirt or whatever. But this is actually gonna come before the rap video that I made. But yesterday I made this one first and the rap one later. But I guess it really doesn't matter. That's kind of too much information. But anyway, guys, you know, out there in the VC, keep watching, keep uploading your videos, and soon, tomorrow maybe, if I stop by my house, I put a list together of some LPs that I want to respond with Derek's latest thread, because that is a hell of a thread that you came up with, and it's very thought-provoking, and I definitely have something to share. So take care, guys.